The gods are dead. In their wake, man and giant survive through a tenuous alliance, driving black destroyers called Dredge deep into the northern wastes. Now is an era of growth and trade. Life goes on. Only one thing has stopped: the sun.
Að sjá dreggjana á ferli neðan vor. It has been several long months on the road. The first signs of snowfall accost us on our approach to Strand, largest of the trade cities on the Val-human borders, and our last collection before returning to the capital. Several days ago, the sun simply came to a stop in the sky. Though during these long winter days, none of us can be certain how long it has been this way. Some of the men in the caravan have taken it as a dire omen. I am not quick to superstition, but I myself will be glad to be done with this year's rounds. We have been warned by stranded travelers about brigands on the path through Ridgehorn, our road home. Our captain seems unconcerned. Perhaps he is as eager as I to be done here. We will rest here this day and inquire further when we speak to the governor.
Komin í höllina miklu! Skýst ég leyfa oss að syngja!
Yes!
All right.
That was a great opening.
Hell yeah.
You have arrived just in time. The chieftain in red and his men are now looking for a tougher fight than they bargained for, and I read that wrong.
No, they got a tougher fight than they bargained for. That's right.
Alright, so right stick does that. R3 plus right stick to zoom. Oh, that's complicated. Okay. No, it's weird. You gotta click in on the right and then move it up and down to move it in and out.
That is peculiar.
Yeah, it is. They could have done better. Alright. These for sure the order of the initiatives. Oh, we should probably do the intro for real.
Oh, yeah, that's right. What's up, everybody? My name's Egg.
I'm Rosan.
And this is Banner Saga Ep1. We hope you guys enjoy it. It already looks fucking amazing to us.
Yeah, it's a very pretty game already.
Oh, absolutely.
Enemies and ready to tell, blah blah blah, left stick, action.
There you go. Oh. Victory! The flows.
It's been a while since I did this. Like, the last time I did this was just, to help set us up for the recordings and shit. Mm-hmm. So I did this part
Like a
already.
rabbit
I
wolf,
stopped.
that one. How did it come to this? We fool ourselves believing that peace will last. My grandfather built all this from a poor fishing village, you know. He watched the gods die, watched the chaos that followed, watched man and var slaughter each other, even before the dreads arose. All we've done is traded one struggle for another. Now that there are no more dreads to war against, we war against ourselves. This chieftain meant to kill me, and he's not the first. A dozen families in the city would gladly take my chair. This one had men waylaying merchants, both North and south of the city, strangling trade quite well, I would add, though he denied it to his last. This sort of wool doesn't stop biting because the head is cut off. It just grows a new head. I'm in a bad way, my friend. Help me finish this fight and I'll gladly send you on your way with double our king's tithe. Take any men you need. They're loyal, I promise you that. They will meet you down in the proving grounds.
Mm-hmm. Only the sun has stopped. You're approached by a familiar man who walks in step with you as you're leaving the Great Hall. He cuts to the chase. Eric, steward of Strand. I manage the governor's business. Ubin, isn't it?
Wait, which one?
I'm gonna say one.
It is.
The governor tells me you'll be giving us a hand.
What did you have in mind?
Scalfings that you didn't hack up in the Great Hall scattered after you took out that chieftain. The governor just wants to make sure they stay down. Was hoping you'd join me at the marketplace by the docks. If there's anyone left to worry about, I know who can tell us. Let me handle this. You meander through rows of open face houses and eroded stalls. Colored canvases flap on a briny current. One man in particular blanches as you approach. Hod, I'm not in the mood today. For what? Talking to an idiot. The Scoffling's chieftain bled out about an hour ago, Hod. So when you tell me what rat anus the rest of them crawled back into, nobody's going to try to kill you this time. They don't talk to me.
I don't have the patience for this.
Hod sweats visibly, fumbling with some dirty trinkets on his table. Wait, just buy one of these. If everybody thinks I'm getting worked over every week, how am I supposed to know much? Just a little food money, yeah?
You know, I don't really have much for, like, cowardice little pricks like this. Personally?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
I'm kind of leaning towards paying him just to get it out of the way.
Think so?
Yeah.
Alright, we'll give him fucking money.
Alright. You toss a sliver of silver on the table. Both men look at you with surprise. Had gestures meekly to a variety of junk from his stall. Take whatever you like. Only thing I'd like is the name of a place. Nobleman, up by the east wall, but that was months ago, last I know. Hod skulks away with a wave of Eric's hand, gathering things from his hovel, disappearing for a while until this blows over, you figure. Your bodyguard steps forward. Are we done here?
Good enough. Were you wearing green, black at the Great Hall?
Shut up. No, just bought him while you were walking around. Why?
You look like a frog!
Better than an eggplant.
Motherfucker.
Gunnulf goes off to look at more stalls. Eric, that man of yours seemed unreliable at best.
That was
that was you. My bad. Go ahead.
Eric, that man of yours seems unreliable at best.
A blind dog wouldn't trust Hod, but he used to be a scoffling. If they're licking their wounds, they've probably gone to old haunts, not new ones.
Nobleman is a mead hall?
Best I can tell, the name's ironic. Listen, I know a guy who would have loved to put a few of these skulls in the ground. I'm going to find him. I'll meet you there.
After this, I'm done here.
It's not up to me, my friend.
Just make sure the governor remembers his promise. Double the usual tithe.
I'll remind him.
I'm so bad at this.
It's alright, buddy. We'll get you there.
I guess just this one.
The Mead House. You arrive in front of what must be noblemen. A few minutes later, Eric appears with a weather-beaten man introduced as Valgard. I'll point them out, Eric says over his shoulder. Ready?
Let's get it over with.
That's the spirit, says Valgard. Okay, here we go. Valgard boots the front door open so hard it won't close again without repair. As you enter the hall, Eric is already at the head of the table, his axe drawn. Wide-eyed, drunken scofflings scramble to find their own weapons, turning tables and mead steins in the process.
Oh wow, straight to combat.
Battle!
We're outnumbered, Captain! And that motherfucker!
There we go.
Victory! Your renown grows. You got an achievement. And Gunnulf got promoted.
Tempered by blood and pain.
10 renown.
What does that do again?
No idea.
Okay.
Sounds awesome, though. There they are. Gods be damned. I've got to go wash off this blood. Eric is looking out of the hall's windows onto the bay. A fleet of longships approach with sails of bold reds and blues.
One Ben I know well. Wagner. Next for Val Kingship. Last we spoke. The other flag looks important.
Yeah, important guests. See what I deal with all day long.
Ah, things make a little more sense. You hoped I'd have a stake in saying everything's fine here when the royal guest arrived.
Not me, the governor. Now I have to make sure there are no rotting bodies or pools of entrails still in the Great Hall before they come by. Can I ask one more favor?
Why does this feel like a difficult decision? I don't know why. You know what? He did kind of help us.
He did.
No, wait. What is it?
If you happen to stall our guest down on the docks, I wouldn't object. Maybe it.
Asshole. That's my line.
Maybe I will.
Eric and Valgard hustle from the mead house. To his credit, Eric tosses the barkeep a spar of silver for the mess. You give an apologetic shrug and go to greet the new arrivals down at the docks.
I find it funny the king literally lied to us. He wasn't like wanting to get rid of these people. He was wanting to get rid of them before the important people came.
There you go.
Do you really need to crinkle a Coke can in the middle of a recording?
Ah! Look at all those ships.
Actually, that is a ton of ships.
It's also kind of a cool ass scene, just for God, I love this fucking game. It's so pretty.
I know. It is a beautiful freaking art style.
Wagner.
A familiar Varl steps onto the docks. In your mind, you recall a much younger version trampling the halls of Grothheim, abundant in purpose. Gods, Uben, you're looking ancient.
Comes with being old. And if there is Wagner, there must be Hakon.
Must there? Still bleeding tributes from the poor and stupid old yaks. At what age do you lose a sense of shame?
Jordan.
Jorunda, I guess?
Jorunda demands it. I'll take that over lingering to death in Gothheim. Speaking of, I had no sense that you were so far from home.
Just returned from Arbarang, in fact. And glad for it. Hakon motions to the other ships in the bay, sails still fluttering, golden wolf head emblazoned on red, the king of men, or someone on his behalf. The king's whelp. The king's son, Ludin. Don't you know Scrivenir? We visit his capital, he visits ours. It's how you make alliances these days. It's a miserable waste of time.
That was the other guy.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Yes, Hakon has it. I'd almost forgotten. It's a good thing you're around, Hakon.
Then you're going to Grofheim. I have the distinct feeling I've finished my business in Strand and was heading there myself. We should caravan.
We should. Give it a day. In better circumstance, I'd drink a week away, but... let's just be done. Find me tomorrow at the gates. What he's trying to say is the prince is a delight to behold. Where is Morg? Hakon, have him find a place to put up the warriors. I'm heading up to meet the governor. A host of giants depart in his wake. You recognize a few, others are strangers to you. Guess I'm off to find Mother. See you in the morning, Scrivener.
I'll be along.
The young prince of men ambles from his ship. He brushes off his tunic, scanning the beach with low eyelids. Luden looks for all the world the sort of boy who grew up pulling the legs from spiders. The long road back to Grofheim should be more interesting than most years, you think?
That's disturbing.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Oh, I guess we know.
Weariness suddenly settles in, and you chuckle to yourself about what an odd day it has been. One of the governor's men at the Great Hall could find you a place to sleep. On the other hand, if you're going to join Wagner's caravan tomorrow, it might not hurt to share a drink with Hakon, or introduce yourself to the prince they spoke so highly of.
They didn't really speak highly of him.
No, they didn't.
Who's that? Oh, I'm guessing that's the bitch of a prince
Yeah,
who's there.
That looks like him.
Like, he even looks like a bit of a bitch.
Yeah, he does.
Let's drink with the guy with the horns.
Hell yeah.
You know what? I love the way the giants look so far.
Yeah, they're fucking awesome looking.
Like, they're really built. They have the whole horn thing. Honestly, they're kind of like the Dragon Age Kunari done right.
Yeah. I even like, if you notice at the bottom there, the little troop,
Mhm.
I love the differences. Like, just how fucking huge the giants look compared to the people.
Oh, yeah, it's great. Alright, let's go have a drink with Hakon.
Scrivener! You find Hakon in a mead house surrounded by other Varl. Strand is no stranger to Varl, but rarely sees this many. Hakon waves you over.
Went straight for Flagon.
Wagner's the one who agreed to pass up a drink. I wasn't invited to the governor's hall anyway.
You already missed the massacre. Every year I make the rounds collecting taxes. Every year it's the human settlements that give me trouble.
No surprise. What's this time?
When I got here, the Great Hall had already full of bodies. We added a few more.
Ha! Humans. I guess if I only lived as long as a Yox fart, I might be desperate to make something of myself too.
It's not too late to start trying, Hakon.
Hakon let slip a low chuckle. Any Varl could recount his deeds, known as he is for cutting a swath through the dredge at Wagner's side in the Second War, and regularly since then.
You know, just to put a quick pause. I thought the giants were there for trading, but he just said he was collecting his taxes. So that means that teeth the king is offering him wasn't like reward payment. He was offering double his required taxes for help. So that's pretty interesting so far. So the giants seem like they have dominion over these guys.
Alright, yeah, or at least something. Like
Yeah,
maybe the
like
humans are
they're-
on their land or some shit.
Like they're above them.
Down here, I'm a glorified bodyguard. You might have a point. Just another reason to get back to Grofheim.
Soon enough, I imagine.
You drink until the mead house becomes overbearing, then step back into the cool air outside.
Huh, I guess we can do both.
Talk to the bratty prince.
Yeah, let's see the little bitch.
Is this the right place?
You find the prince at an inn. Guards blanket the building, including a sharp-eyed Varl who must be working for Luden. A woman in red eventually waves you over and stands nearby, arms crossed.
Greetings, Prince Luden.
He even looks like a bitch. Here, I'm gonna do his voice.
Oh.
Yes, you're with Wagner. I don't remember you.
Not exactly. I've known Wagner a long time. I'll be joining you back to Grofheim with my gods.
Luden looks up for the first time. The woman doesn't react.
What?
I work for the king. carrying ties to the capital. We crossed by chance. Oh, a tax collector! Fine company! What do you want? You collect taxes for the Varl territories? A true pleasure. Yes.
An awkwardness hangs in the air like a thick fog. You take the opportunity to depart.
It's kind of funny they happen to point that out right now.
Just a bit.
Alright, great haul. Alright, you know what? Maybe I should do the voice serious next time. He looks like such a bitch, though. I'm sorry. He does. He looked like he deserved it.
He does. At dawn, you're woken by a delivery of goods. At least you think it's dawn. Damn hard to tell with a sun that never moves. The governor's crest adorns the supply leathers. All there, just as promised, to your mild surprise. You wonder if Eric had anything to do with that.
That's why you help people.
There you go. Your guards take the treasure wagon down to the gates. Wagner is already here. A while later, Ludin and his men appear, groggy and disheveled. Mauger steps forward, Wagner's quartermaster. If you recall correctly, in charge of his unwieldy entourage of warriors. You know him only in passing. He asks if you're ready to depart.
I say we're ready.
You follow Mauger and join the others. Usually the smaller doors set into the gates would be enough to enter or leave a city, but the town guards have been told to push them open entirely. They mutter things under their breath that they are best not heard. Perhaps the governor expected you to draw a crowd, but there's nothing of the sort. Just frustrated, tired people. It summarizes Strand well as a whole, you think. Oh, look at that. There's a little caravan.
Oh, that's neat. Oh, this must be how you select new locations, and this must be us.
Holy shit. Let's just take a moment and look at that background. Fuck me. That is
I like
great.
how we can move this cursor. Look at this little place in the back.
Yeah.
That is freaking beautiful back there.
That is
like
gorgeous.
you see actually the details of the roads moving up.
Yeah. Wow, that's gorgeous.
Ah, this must be our new location.
The caravan stops for the day. A gift, says Mauger, cracking open mead cask. From our gracious friend, the governor of Strand. Hours pass with raucous laughter as the mead is passed throughout the camp.
A little?
Yeah, let's drink a little.
Just a little.
Imbibe a bit.
Just a little bit.
You go easy. You've nothing against a good drink, but if anyone is going to keep an eye on things, it may as well be you. The revelers eventually fall asleep without incident.
Oh, look at that. Worked out well.
Morale improved.
Even better.
You rise groggily, the campsite to causality of merriment. Mauger is already kicking warriors awake when you spot Ludin stalking your direction. He sidesteps sleeping bodies.
Better wake up!
You nudge Wagner.
You're needed!
I actually think that was the wrong voice, but
Oh, was it?
I think that was the old man.
Better wake up. You're needed.
Whoopsie. Ah, it's Ludin. Always a pleasure. You look well rested. Wagner releases a caged yawn and receives a hard-eyed stare in return.
Alright, we gotta get a real voice. I as much as I
Do,
think he is a bitch.
try nasally pompous dick.
I can't sound like you.
What? And just like that.
A friendship was ended.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, so he's just a basic human.
Yeah.
How long to Glofheim?
Ha, we're only 2 days out of Strand, you know. Come, I'll show you on a map.
Oh, what the shit?
Oh, world map.
Okay. You use the right stick to pan around the map. Use R3 to zoom in for a closer look. A portrait icon shows where your caravan is in the world. Use LA. You guys get all that? Good. Pay attention because you're gonna have to probably tell me how to do this later. Alright, so that moves it around. Oh wow. Oh, this is pretty big.
Yeah, it's bigger than I thought it would be. Shit.
Alright, where is this supposed to be going?
I have no idea.
God damn it, man!
Try that. Click that. Warden's Road. Oh. At the end of the First Great War, the Varl had more to contend with than mankind to the south. Above the Bratabrak peaks, the land crawled with furious, war-minded dredge. The first Varl king, Einar, led the entire Varl race across the snowy fields of the Wandering Road, sweeping away dredge as they went, before forming the first Varl kingdom at Einartoft.
Oh.
Einartoft, the home.
Damn it.
Whatever.
Oh, I just had to hit circle to leave.
Okay. We head north, then east past the forts. Grafheim's far from Strand. Going to be a long march. You should have drank last night, Ludin.
Why not take a... Damn it.
Remember, Pompous Dick.
Why not take the ships to Skirmishstead?
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 Skirmishstead.
Why not take the ships to Skirmishstead? What's the point of marching? The Silverstone Bay is called that for a reason. It stays covered in ice all year. It would tear up the longships.
Too bad, though. We could have shown you all the wonders of Skirmishstead. A half-sunken city crawling with dredge prints. Dredge and glaciers. You like glaciers? Ludin exhales through the nose, a poor disguise for his contempt. He turns and bats aside, the tent flaps as he goes, barking at his company in the distance.
Don't poke the antil, Wagner. He seems no happier to be here than you.
Spend a few more days with the boy, old friend. You'll be looking for a tall cliff to hop off to.
See, I don't understand why when people get annoyed by someone, they're like, I just want to end it to get away from this person, when they should want to end the person causing them to feel like that.
Well, Ludin's got a shorter wick than Hakon. Thanks, Wagner. Let's get moving. Another half day to Verdefell if we're lucky. Camp is where you manage your caravan. During travel, you can enter camp at any time by tapping the camp button on the travel HUD. While at camp or in towns, you can upgrade your allies or equip items in the hero's tent. You can pass time by using the rest tent. Resting will improve the caravan's morale. High morale will reduce causalities in war and affect your willpower in combat. Each passing day will use supplies, so only rest when necessary. The training tent will allow you to safely try out any characters in a mock battle. Tap leave at the bottom of the campsite when you're ready to get back on the road.
Wow. This has a whole, like, balancing of shit, huh?
Yeah. Like, you might just fuck yourself if you're not careful. But I think we did pretty well fucking ourselves for a first episode. How about you?
Honestly, I'm really excited.
Hell
Mind
yes.
you, I'm about as a graceful a voice actor as a fucking hippopotamus screaming at the top of its lungs.
Well, you know.
Work in progress.
We gotta start somewhere.
Yeah. We all can't be winners.
No, you can't.
Someone has to make the french fries.
There you go.
That's a damn fact.
Alright, guys. Well, we hope you enjoyed episode 1. Stay tuned for episode 2.
Yep.
I'm Egg.
And I'm Russell.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.